My last fight, well, what I could say I learned from that last fight is that you gotta stay in shape 24/7. You can't let no pandemic or no virus take a toll and keep you out the gym. That was a learning experience, I could say, because I wasn't at my best, and when I got into that fight, I had a short I had a short time frame to get in shape.
Oh, okay. You mentioned about the pandemic. Would you also say like that whole process that it was affecting the world? There was a lot of restrictions in regards to maybe going out and whatnot. Like I'm pretty sure that paid a huge toll, right?
Of
A big.
course, yes, yes, big time, made a big toll on my career.
Okay, okay. You got anything lined up, champ?
They had me scheduled to fight in May and under the Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury, but it all depends on how quickly I heal of my Achilles.
Oh, okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. How would you feel, not just for yourself, but in terms of your brand, fighting that undercard? Because that's, if not the big fight of 2021, champ.
No, I feel I would that'd be a great experience, to be honest. To be in that, I'll be excited. I'll get a lot of exposure, and I'll know that the world will see what I do.
Mm. What is your take about the weight class you're in right now? What is your top five fighters in that weight class, not including yourself right now?
In my weight class, the top fighters,
Yeah, top five. Yep.
top five. Want me base it of like skill wise or recognition or who I consider the best one. Like
Yeah, your list. Abraham Nova, Supernovas list right now.
at 130, who's the best one? So I'm
Yes.
going. I'm gonna go based on resume. I'll say who has the best resume. Who's number one is Miguel Berchelt. He's been the longest defending champion for the WBC and for anybody 130 pounds. He's been in the longest, so I will have him number one. Number two, I will have Gervonta Davis. He'll be number two, and then I'll have Jamal Herring, and then I'll have Jojo Diaz.
Jojo Diaz, yeah. Unfortunately, too, he missed weight today.
Oh wow!
Yeah, he came in at 136. I think 6 or 9, but he got the title. So the fight is still on. He got stripped of the title.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah, I know. So the belt is vacated now.
Yeah, the belt is vacated. Man,
Yeah,
too bad I'm not ranked by the IBF.
yeah. They should rank you though.
They should, yeah, but we'll see.
There you go. The guy just corrected me. 133.6.
133 point. Man, he was by far. He was way off. 3 pounds off.
Yeah.
Did he try to get back on the? Did he try to cut the weight and get back?
I don't. From my knowledge, I don't think so.
Mm.
Make it because remember IBF also has that second day weigh. They
Yeah, the
have
dehydration clause. Yes.
so. I mean, I don't know. Maybe as a boxer, I mean, like I haven't been through it enough like you guys, but
Yeah.
wouldn't that hurt him? The fact that he has to push himself to lose that extra 3 pounds, and then by tomorrow he'll how much would he rehydrate? Like
10,
15.
10 pounds. You can't. I think by 10 a.m. you can't gain more than 10 pounds.
Yeah, yeah. But what I'm saying is, would that hurt him though? Because the fact that he was struggling, he was all
Yeah.
by, he would have rehydrated the next day by 20, right? Naturally,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. It all depends on your body weight, to be honest, or on your body type, if it would affect you or not.
Ah, got you.
Yeah. So
Berchelt, Oscar Valdez. Who do you got now?
Berchelt by far. Berchelt, I feel like he has the most experience. He's a natural 130 pounder, and I got him going all the way. I like Valdez, but Valdez is his style of fighting can be a Berchelt because Berchelt is a flat-footed fighter, and so is Valdez. If Valdez was at least a boxer that move around, that'd be more competition for Berchelt, but it's because it's the same style, and he's the bigger guy.
Hmm. You feel like this is it's going the distance, or is somebody's getting knocked out?
No, no, somebody's getting knocked out. I feel like Valdez getting knocked out. I'm betting that he's gonna get knocked out.
Yeah. And then for Jamal Herring and Carl Frampton, I would assume it'd be more of a boxer versus a puncher, right, in Frampton's behalf.
Yeah, but I'll right there you got two good fighters, right? But then you have a smaller fighter and a bigger fighter. So I'll give it to the bigger fighter. I'll give it to the bigger. I'll go with Jamal Herring.
Jamal Harris. Okay. If you was to pick, you decide your next couple of fights, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which world title route would you want of champions realistically? The WBC champion with Berchelt, Herring at WBO. I mean, I think those fights could be easily made, and then you with the WBA title, which you like.
Are you going based on whichever title, or are you going based on where I'm ranked at?
It could be based where you ranked up, but also your preference, like which fight would you like in terms of contention
Oh,
title.
well, I know right now the easiest fight to be made is with the WBA. So I'm shooting that route with Javante Davis or the guy that can beat Vinny Alvarado. That's the route I'm going because I'm ranked number 4 by the WBA. So I feel like that's an easier route for me to become champion. But who I would like to fight is Miguel Berchelt. I feel like he has the pedigree. I feel like he has the style that will make me shine and make me look good. And I feel like he's the man at the 130 pounds. He's the longest reigning champion at 130.
Yeah. So you want to go right away with the guy at the 130. You want to go.
Yeah, if it can happen, I'll go with Miguel Berchelt. But knowing boxing, knowing the politics of it, I know that the quicker and easier route would be the WBA.
Yeah.
But
I,
if that could change, I would go with Berchelt.
okay. Has that fight ever been offered to you in any way, like previously? Never.
No, never.
Mm,
No top guys been offered. Well, we called them out, but none of them have accepted. So we're just waiting.
yeah. You say that they're waiting on quote unquote another performance from you, so they can fight.
Indeed,
Mm,
exactly.
okay. Okay. It's for sure, right? I'm thinking Mexico, the fireworks, fireworks.
You said Mexico and Puerto Rico?
No, Mexico and Dominican Republic. That'd be a great fight.
Yeah, both. Yeah. Both. I'm both. I'm Dominican, Puerto Rican, so
The Puerto Rican too.
it,
Yep.
it'll be fireworks.
Another
We got
another chapter to another great story with those countries, huh?
that's a fact. There's another one, and we're gonna come out victorious again.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: growing up, who are some of the fighters you looked up to?
Growing up, there's a lot of fighters I looked up to. You can you be a bit more specific? Like grew up to, as in I wanted to be like them, or has in I take advice. I take like skill sets from them. Like
Skill set.
oh Tyson. I took a lot of things from Tyson. Canelo. I took a lot of tools from Canelo. I'm still taking stuff. Um, I take some from some defensive skills of Floyd, um, Tommy Hearns, Roberto Duran, Hector Macho Camacho. It's a whole list of fighters. Of I take their best attributes and I put it towards my skills and my arsenal and develop it to be the fighter that I am.
Mm. While growing up, right? Because we know that every fighter's path to becoming a doctor different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Question to you is, when did that moment that boxing was the sport you wanted to pursue? Like, when did you get that moment, that it moment?
To be honest, it was never an it moment. I was that person of like whatever I do, I like to finish. So once I started, I know I have to keep going because I'm not the type of person where I'm just gonna stop. Like I played football and I kept playing football and I got better. Same thing with baseball and the same thing with boxing. Boxing was just a sport that was all year round, so I kept doing it all year round because it was in a seasonal sport. Where in football I had breaks and baseball I had breaks, so I had breaks to stop. But with boxing I didn't, so it just became my lifestyle.
Okay, okay. We seen also during the quarantine, right? You was working with Teofimo Lopez, who is now,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe people might not agree with me, right? But for me, my eyes, Teofimo would be considered undisputed at 135. That's my
No, he's undisputed, of course.
yeah,
There's no, they won't believe you or not. He's
yeah.
undisputed. The Mauricio Solomon clarified it. You know what I mean? We seen it. Lomachenko was the WC World Champion. He didn't lose the title. He just upgraded to a franchise belt, and then Lopez beat him. So how can you say he's not the undisputed champion if Lomachenko never lost that title, and he won
Uh,
it fair and square. So he's the,
yeah.
you know what I mean? He's the, whatever name you want to give it. He beat the man that had the belt.
At 30, exactly. How was that experience like, and just that whole process? Because when you was helping him out, he was on the verge of happening that night, right? He beat him, and look where he is now. Like, how's it?
It was a great experience, training with him and being in two different training camps with him, helping him get ready for Nakatani and Richard Comey. So it was a good experience knowing the fighter that he is and seeing him grow as a man, as a fighter, and as a person is incredible. Because I know him at a personal level, so it tells a lot that hey, I'm not that far.
Okay, okay. You mentioned about how you don't like to give up on something, right? Boxing, it was all over. You play baseball, you play football, right? Um,
Indeed.
I kind of want to ask you in terms of after boxing, right? I don't know if you thought about it, but I kind of want to figure out what the future is, right? Um, have you thought about your future after boxing, maybe going back to school, opening up a business, or have you thought about that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I could say we could start off with after boxing. Well, I'm already doing it now, but I'm already opening up home. I already got a couple homes in my name. I'm doing some real estate work, but that's something that I was gonna do regardless. But I know what I'm gonna do since I was a kid. I wanted to be a motivated speaker,
Mm,
but through Christ. So not just preach the word of God, but also motivate people through the word of God. And that's what I want to do after boxing. I want to travel the world and lift souls and help people and motivate people to be a better person and to live a righteous life.
mm. I don't know if you ever got a chance, but if you want, I have another good friend that's like what you were saying. I'm Peter Quillen, Kid
Yeah,
Chocolate.
yeah,
Great,
yeah.
he's a great speaker. I mean, if you want, I'll link you guys together. Great person,
That'd be
actually.
awesome. That'd be
Yeah,
awesome. That's something I would love to I would love it's a person I would love to meet by far, and also to have that conversation and talk to him about those things I have planned for my future.
definitely. I'll tell you this much. I was at a dark place. I will say that Peter Quillen definitely helped me out. He guided me in some very advice through his experience. And what you're saying, it just reminded me. You and Peter Quillen, I think, will make have a great conversation.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, yeah. Put me in. Get after this live. Link us together, and I would love to talk to him and
No,
make this happen.
no doubt, no doubt. Where do you see yourself in weight class, right? If your career was to end, let's say 10 years, what weight class finish you at? Because right now, you're 30. Do you see yourself pushing at 140, 147, 144? Like, what do you kind of vague of me asking this, but I kind of like where you would push your limit
I
in the
feel like I could finish at 54.
54?
Yeah, I feel like I have the height, and I could also bulk up. I see through my. I have four brothers, so they're all bulked up. They'll get big, so I could see myself once I get older, getting bulked up and having that power to carry to 154. So I could see being myself a five division world champion.
Okay. What has been the I guess because I remember when we first met, you was independent, you was fighting in different shows. There
Yeah.
was a lot of networks out there. Like, just explain to the viewers because a lot of people think it's just be on a show and that's it. Like, I want people to understand your process wasn't easy. Like, you
Mm-hmm.
fight for everything you've got. Can you just give a little experience?
Yeah, no, used to tell the fans, especially not just the fans, but the fighters that are coming up that have no promoter. I want you guys to understand that I know it's a hard road. I was in that position where I was selling tickets, to get my fights paid or paying out of my pocket to get those fights paid. So all I could say is, keep believing, and your time's gonna come. One thing that I can always say is have faith in God, work hard and have patience. If you do those three things, those three things, everything's gonna come into light and everything's gonna happen. But you gotta have patience and you gotta work hard. And
Mm,
anything you put your mind into will happen. So just be strong, be focused, and understand that timing is everything.
yep. That's what they say, right? Consistency. You got to just persevere and you got to go through adversity to to go where you are, right? Because I'm pretty sure what you're achieving right now, it was hard work. You never gave up on the. You kept striving, even if there was a lot of politics or obstacles involved. Like you didn't let that put you down, right? I know there was probably days, right, where you probably, and I don't want to, you considered maybe quitting, but you probably said like, oh man, like why is this happening to me, right?
Indeed, exactly. Why is it happening? You know.
Yeah, but you didn't let that get to you. You kept pushing, and look where you are now, champ.
Of course, and you know we're going farther. You know, this is just the beginning. You know, I have big visions and I have big goals, and you guys gonna be very excited to see what's gonna happen in the near future with Supernova and my
Yeah,
team.
like I said, I'm hoping possibly this year get a world title fight. You accomplish your dreams. I know it'll be not just for yourself, your family, but for your countries. It'll be, I think it'll be amazing.
Indeed, yeah. You know, this year if we get a title, that'd be a blessing to God. Or next year, I'm just patient. I know my time's gonna come. Not rushing anything. I'm
Mhm.
fighting the fight that I need to fight. I'm fighting the fighter that I need to be. I'm beating the fight I need to be. So everything's gonna come. Yes, we're pushing for this year, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Just keep working hard and keep believing, because I know my time's gonna come.
Yeah. If you was to choose, right, how many fights would you like for this year, for 2021?
I would like to get 3 fights. And 3 fights back to back. I'll go 2 months. Go 2 months. Go. I'll even fight twice in a month. I'm used to it. If you look me up on BoxRec, you can see that. But there's been times I fought twice in a month. So I've been very active. So